Now listening to BlackBull Entertainment with Xhris Watson.
Another episode, guys. Xhris Watson today on the podcast. Welcome, brother. How are you?
What's up, gentlemen?
Chris,
how are you?
welcome, my brother.
Everything. Thank you
Good
for
to have
having
you
me.
today.
How is
Thank you
everything?
for having me. Good. Doing great, man.
How long since American Idol?
It's been, 9 years.
9 years?
The second time, I was actually on there twice.
Twice?
Oh, two times.
Two times,
Interesting, man.
yeah. The first time I made it to Hollywood,
Sheesh.
and then the second time I made it to the top 40. They picked 20 guys, 20 girls, and so I made it to the live
Nice.
shows the second time. So.
Nice.
That's
So
sick.
talk a little bit about that, man. I know you had like a nice Nicki Minaj experience there, man.
Oh man, I love Nicki.
Call out your vibrato.
Yeah.
Woo!
No, I love Nicki, and she always showed me love from like
Okay.
the first episode. But I loved Nicki. I mean, like everyone else, I loved Nicki before I was even on the show. So
Yeah.
I had auditioned for it before I knew she was going to be a judge. And but I was really bumping her shit hard, like that the bees in the trap
Yeah.
song. I remember I had that on.
My boy's
like,
winking
heavy-
and shit. Like, yeah, baby.
I had it on
It's
heavy
you. I want
rotation,
you. Yeah.
so I feel like I kind of manifested that for me.
Good for you,
And
man.
imagine going to sing in front of her.
Yeah, and I'll tell you this, like the camera does her no justice. Like
She's gorgeous.
She's bad in real
Nice.
life. She's beautiful, like no pores, perfect skin.
Yeah, who don't like Nicki
Yeah,
Minaj?
absolutely. And she said you were a beautiful man too. I saw
Yeah.
that, man. So hey, give yourself some props.
We're going to pull up the video here.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it was dope. It was a really dope experience. I wish in hindsight, I wish I had more strategy because when you have that level of exposure,
Of course.
it's best to capitalize it while the iron's hot. And so I didn't really feel like I had things set up to really push the momentum or really utilize
Yeah,
that opportunity to the best of my ability at the time. But you live and you learn and you grow.
So how it went the first
Yeah, man. Were you like nervous? Like, it's a really high level. There's a lot of people there. Everybody's judging you. You have to perform. So, what was going on through your mind as you were,
I don't-
doing your performances?
I don't think
initially.
I don't think I got nervous in reality because there's so much adrenaline.
Yeah.
And I think that a lot of people misinterpret nervousness for adrenaline. Like
Yep.
adrenaline, your body produces adrenaline to get you through stressful situations.
Correct.
And a lot of people take that and they say, "Oh my God, I'm nervous." And then when you start thinking you're nervous, then you start acting like you're nervous,
Sure.
and that's when the sweat.
And it could
comes
be
in.
interpreted as excitement. So maybe you were really excited about being there.
I was
right?
excited, and naturally, I think ever since I was a little kid, I liked performing. So I was never nervous. I will tell you, I hate watching myself back, like on TV,
Really?
like watching it
How
on
come?
television. That just because that's when you're no longer living in the moment. The adrenaline's
Yeah.
gone,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
now
Okay.
you're combing through every single thing that you
Same
did,
here.
and
I
you're
have
like,
similar situations, so I know how it feels. I'm like, I'm not listening to my
Those
voice
cringy
again.
moments.
yeah. And I'll be honest, like even with my voice, even with my singing voice, even on records, like mixed and mastered records, I still have that voicemail syndrome. Like, you know how you hate to hear yourself on a voicemail.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like, that's what I sound like. So like
We
I
wanna
had to,
hear it.
yeah. But you know what?
Especially
Like,
if you're a singer. I mean, you have to love your voice in a way,
But you know what? I'm just now accepting my voice for what it is and accepting
man.
the raspiness and the gravel and the uniqueness of my voice because for a long time I would hear other people that could sing or hear songs on the radio and think, well, because I don't sound like them, then I must not be good.
Okay.
But you know what? Like we all have our
Everybody's
own
different.
special
100%.
thing. Yeah. So
100%.
it's funny. There was like a Bud Light commercial or something that came on, and my friend called me the other day and said, "Oh my God, this guy singing sounds just like you." So like that kind of, and I listened, and the dude did sound like me
Oh,
in
really?
the commercial, but it let me know that there is a tone and there is value to like what I do.
But your range is crazy because I've heard your music and you could sound very low and you could sound very high. So,
Yeah.
I mean, give yourself props because your range is ridiculous.
Thank you.
You could literally, if you really want to, you could do it all.
Yeah.
Yep. And
If
you
you really-
also
yeah, absolutely.
you also produce your music, right?
I do produce music, and that's came out of necessity actually because I wasn't really getting what I wanted from producers that I was spending like thousands of dollars working
Yeah.
with. I'm really big on like live instrumentation and like live soulful elements to the beats, and I wasn't really getting that. I was spending a lot of money and not walking away with a happy product. So. Or
Thank
happy
you.
with my product, but that's when I started investing and just started, programming my own beats, and then like whatever instrument I wanted that I didn't know how to play, I just hired somebody to play it
That's
for
smart.
me. Yeah. So, and I just would piece it all together, and I actually enjoy that. But you know, now I'm stepping out of my comfort zone, and I am working with like more producers now.
Yep.
Because I realize that if you want to get stuff done, you can't really do it alone.
Absolutely.
So you have to really
Have a team in
collaborate.
place.
There's a
make
power
sure
to
it's
that, and like, you know, having management now has definitely opened my mind to that. Because we just want to stay in our little comfortable box, but
You can't.
There ain't no money in
There's
there.
there's no growth, man.
There ain't-
So,
yeah.
all right, picking up on that then. So, going back, is there anything you would do different from what you did up to this point? You know, from, you know, performing in front of all these people,
Anything you
meeting
would
everybody
change?
else. Would you change anything else that you've done up to this point to make who you are
I know
different?
mostly people say, "Oh, I
Absolutely.
would not change nothing," but
There's
probably
there's
It's
always
a
room for
cliche.
improvement, man.
It's a
So,
cliche.
you know what I'm saying? So,
But reality is no, I wouldn't, because I feel like honestly now I'm just now getting started, even though I've had like major opportunities on national to international television in front of millions of people. I still look back and feel like I didn't do.
you feel like you didn't scratch the surface in
I
a
didn't
way,
scratch
right?
the surface, no, because all of the, you know, back then I used to think to myself, just show up, like showing up is half the battle, and they tell you that. And
But now, is this because you haven't discovered yourself yet, or is this because
I'm in the
you're in
process
the
of-
process of discovery and you feel like you still have more depth to who you are
yeah,
as a person?
But before, that's funny that you said that. I'm discovering myself, but before I wanted somebody to discover me.
Oh,
Like,
You see?
I didn't even know
Who you
I
were.
wa- I want you to tell me who I am.
Correct.
And I don't think like that anymore. So all of those failed opportunities, all of those things that didn't work out, American Idol, I still was emulating things that I admired about other people. And I'm just now learning to admire certain things about myself and,
Right.
and have my own artistic integrity.
that's
so
tough. I can relate.
yeah.
I like that shit.
Yeah.
That's nice, man.
That's
yeah,
fire.
that's nice.
Yeah, so no, I wouldn't
for
go.
you.
I wouldn't go back and change anything, because I feel like those were things that I showed up and by chance, like I was able to get through. But now I feel like I'm making intentional decisions and taking intentional action, and I'm seeing how that's blossoming, and it's making me a lot stronger now. So if you ask me, I'm just now getting started. Like, I don't even think that American Idol was like my beginning. Like,
That's
it was a
amazing.
dope
That's good.
opportunity.
and American
but,
Idol
yeah.
is big thing.
That's a big
It's a
one,
big
man.
thing,
But you're speaking
but-
into existence now. Now you're kind of zeroing in on who Xhris Watson is,
Yeah.
the style that you want,
Yep.
And
you
the-
know, the people you want to work with and
Ye-
stuff like that,
yeah.
and who you are, not only as an artist, but as a person. in a way.
Absolutely. And American Idol, the thing is that that's American Idol's brand. I got to be a part of that.
Yep.
It's not Xhris Watson's brand. I'm
Now,
trying
did
to.
that help you in a way or no? It was kind of like it faded in the background, or you?
Some
would you say,
people
like,
help. Some people.
It picked
I
you
got
up
to
a little
help them.
bit.
No, let me tell you how it helped me is that it was a massive opportunity, and I had no tools on how to capitalize on it.
Okay.
So what it showed me is that you can have the greatest amount of exposure in the world, but if you aren't consistent, or if you don't have a strategy or a plan to how you can like monetize on that, then it's gonna come and go.
Okay.
So because I wasn't
But
aware of that,
is there room for you to network in there while you're in there? Like,
Oh,
is there an opportunity for you to like say, hey, you know, I know this person. Who do you know? Like, can we network? Or do they say no, you can't do that because you know you're in this now, so you're
They
sort of
limit
like
your
in a
stuff,
contract.
that's the
So do
thing
they limit
sometimes.
you? Or?
So no, the contracts are
limited.
heavy. Yeah,
Okay.
and you're in isolation pretty much. I was in Hollywood
Damn.
for like several months. So yeah, no, you
That's
can't.
tough.
And they would, when paparazzi would find out what hotel we were staying in,
They
they would
all
have
there.
to move us to a different. So we were bouncing from hotel
That's
to
tough,
hotel
man. That's tough.
in Cali for a couple months. So not really like it's everything's really tight. And you're not even really supposed to interact with the judges, but I got to
Damn.
talk to Nikki and her team a couple times.
Oh, on the side?
On the
Oh,
side.
You're
she-
Nicki's
man.
favorite,
Yeah.
of course.
Yeah,
when I
man.
tell you, Nicki Minaj showed me so much love. Like, there was a time where she stopped the show, and it's actually on YouTube. It was on the episode,
Yeah.
but we were filming the show, and I was in group round, and they put me with people that I didn't think that we meshed, and I think that was the whole point. They wanted to see like what's going to happen when these people are together.
Correct, yeah.
So like, it was not a pretty picture. Like, it's cringeworthy for me to watch now, but there was a part where I forgot the words to the song. It was like a Maroon 5 song that we had to sing. And I forgot the words, so I walked out to the front of the stage and I just put my mic out And mind you, it was just the judges and the film crew. So, but I put my mic out like we were at a concert, and like, you know what I'm saying?
Sing it for me.
And Nikki got up out her seat. She's like, "That's what you do. That's what you do." So we were done filming the segment. We were outside doing our post interviews, and the door busts open. She's like, "This is my favorite contestant right here. This is my favorite contestant." She just grabbed me by the arm. I didn't even know because I was filming, and then she came and set her chin on my shoulder. And I was like, "Who is this?" And I looked, and it was Nicki Minaj.
My boy's like, "I'm never washing my shoulder."
On God, no, on God, it was a white
That's
T-shirt.
hysterical.
I still have
you
her
do?
makeup on the
That's
T-shirt, and I
crazy.
never washed it. I saved it.
How
like,
was she as a person though? Like when she was talking to you, and
She was
interacting
so
with you.
sweet, but like I feel like she
Was she like judging you? Like trying
no,
to, like,
but she was
like
scanning
shape you?
because she would come off camera and she'd be talking to
Oh,
me. She'd be asking me
shit.
like questions. But you know when somebody's like trying to figure out what you're all
Oh,
about,
yeah,
and
of
they're looking you
course,
deep
of
in your
course.
eyes. That's how she
My boy's like,
looked at me, and I was
the
just
fuck?
no. On the like on the outside, I'm happy because I held my composure. But
Good for
on the
you,
inside,
man.
I was
Yep.
like,
Inside, he's like, "I'm melting, bro."
yeah, because she's stunning in real life. Like
That's
I said,
awesome,
but
man.
and yeah, like, she's so successful and everything like that. So it was a dope
for
experience.
you, man.
Let's focus on the future now, man. You have new songs coming. You have
Yeah.
new music video. You're
Yeah.
going.
You're on
for
fire
it.
right now, right?
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah,
man, I
I'm-
see you doing your music videos out in the city, man.
I'm hustling.
Drones and everything.
Hustling,
Talk a little
yeah.
bit about that, man.
So shooting the video. So I you know, it's crazy because the song it's out on streaming services right now. So go check it out. But it's a song that I worked on with a producer in Brooklyn back in February.
Okay.
And honestly, I didn't, you know, I wasn't all that excited about it. I let my manager hear it. He's like, "We need to get this on streaming services." So I was like, "All right, whatever." You know, just kind of staying open-minded and following suggestions. Got it on streaming services, and then a fashion photographer that I had shot with for a job last summer reached out to me and said he wanted to get into videography, and if I had any new music that I would want to shoot a video for. So I was like, "Yeah, I just
Absolutely,
dropped
yeah.
this song."
That's crazy.
So then we started shooting the video, and we just wrapped. Unfortunately, like the song came out last month, but I got pink eye and I had it for 2 weeks, so we had to like postpone the shoot for a little while because like my face was just like super
So-
puffy and everything like that. It wasn't a good look.
I'm not Chris right now.
Yeah, no, I looked like I smoked like 10 L's
Oh,
before every. like,
What's the
Did
name
you?
of the song?
It's still.
That's
Yeah.
I heard that song. I bumped it in the car. I
It's a
was
tough one.
trying.
It's nice, bro. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's
Yeah.
a tough song, man.
Thank you.
Was it difficult to like put it together, or was
No,
it
it's really simple.
free flow? Like
It
it was
was-
something that just kind of like you felt this, so you went with it, or was it like something you discovered as you?
But
went?
it's catchy, man.
Yeah,
Once
so-
you heard it, like going around, like.
You started singing?
Thank you. Thank you. Well, it started, I wrote it as a poem like a long
Oh, it's
time
a
ago.
poem?
Yeah, it was a poem initially, and then I just kind of picked up the guitar, and I just came out with chords to it, and it just pretty much came out. It was just a simple song, and then I was in the studio, I let the producer, Fong Beats, and Brooklyn, he heard it, and he's like, "I want to work on that one." So then he built the beat around it. So it was initially just guitar.
Yeah.
That's
And
what's
he,
up, man.
he
Can I
built
ask
the
you
beat
for a
and-
favor?
What up?
Can you do just the middle part of the song?
Yeah, a
for
little
us?
bit, man.
Little
Yeah,
dance
hit
song,
some notes,
please.
dale, bro.
Damn. All right, you want to hear it still?
Yeah,
All right.
dale.
Still I love you, and I'm trying to hold on. I'm your lover, not your enemy, but I'm running out of energy.
Wow, that was fire, man.
She was not lying with that vibrato, bro.
Thank you, I
that was
appreciate it.
fantastic,
That's-
man.
Thank
Good
you.
for you, man.
Crazy.
Thank you.
Nice.
I didn't get a
Very
chance to warm
nice.
up, so sorry. You got
Very,
a
very
little
nice.
phlegm on your mic. You might gotta wipe off
That was
later.
raw. So, talk to me about your music, man. What do you like? What music inspires you? What music motivates you in the morning when you go to the gym, when you're working? You know, when you're stressed. What do you gravitate towards, man?
Are you ready to judge me?
I don't want to.
What I listen to when I get up?
I listen to everything. I'm okay with anything you
Believe
like.
it or
because
not.
you'd be surprised what I listen to.
Well, I
so.
listen to everything, but I'm really what I listen to when I get up in the morning. I go on Apple Music and I listen to positive affirmations for wealth and
Good for
success.
you. Good for you. So do
'Cause
I.
I like to
So do
incorporate
I.
it, that I like to like program their brain like early.
That
So
is
I do
correct.
that, but I'm into really like a lot of like indie rock. I like listening to those like really raw. Like you can kind of tell when a label hasn't like polished an artist.
Yeah.
They have like a free form
Right.
expression. So I like listening to music like that because I kind of resonate with that. And then I like psychedelic R&B. I really like I'm heavy on like SZA and Frank Ocean, Janelle Monáe, Miguel. They influence me a lot. But my biggest influence is hands down Lauryn Hill.
I could see you doing Miguel, bro. I could see you, and I hit you up on the side about that, man.
Yes, yeah,
I
yeah,
could
yeah.
see you, tearing that shit up, man.
Yeah.
You
That's
definitely have the
nice.
range. For
I
that.
love Miguel.
100%.
Yeah, Miguel's really dope. So yeah, no, reggae. My parents are from
really?
the islands. Yeah.
What
reggae,
part? What
heavy-
part?
My dad's from Kingston, Jamaica.
Oh,
and
yeah?
my mom's from
Shout out
Bermuda.
shout out to Jamaica, bro.
Yes,
Bermuda,
sir.
man.
Jamaica.
Bermuda, we had a
That's
big
what's
star
up.
from Rihanna is
Absolutely,
from
man.
Bermuda, right?
Yeah,
No.
Rihanna's from Barbados.
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 Yeah,
I
yeah.
mixed them up. Sorry,
Yeah,
Riri.
so I grew up heavy.
You gave her a new nationality. Bro.
right.
Like, you from Mexico, bro?
Damn, the disrespect is real. Yeah, heavy on Bob Marley when I was growing up in reggae. So I think that's why,
what's up, man.
as an
Yep.
adult, I have to hear a bass line. Like, I can't just hear like an 808. Like, I need
Yep.
to hear like, your beat can knock, but I need to hear like a real bass and a
Yes.
real guitar in there somewhere because it's like, that's that's a part of who I am. It's
That's
part of
what's
my
up, man.
heritage and my culture. So
So
Other
you
than
bring that to
that,
the table, 100%.
yep. Other than that, what motivates you? Who is your biggest support in life?
my biggest support. Well, obviously, you have like the cliche, like, oh, my mom and my grandma.
That support is always there.
Yeah,
Other
no.
than that,
100%.
Yeah.
90%
I'll be
of the
real with
time.
you. I don't know if it's because I'm a Gemini or what, but I'm my biggest support because sometimes I
for
feel
you.
like I split into two people and there's this like little child version of me that
Yeah.
can be entitled or want instant results or want what they want and they want it now. And then there's that adult version of me that is like, hey, practice some patience, or hey, you're not getting what you want, but this is an opportunity for you to
Absolutely.
survive
Yeah.
your emotions.
Yes.
Like half the battle I realize is like surviving your emotions because people
Good for you, man.
face failure
Yes.
and they just say, okay, I should stop.
Yeah.
And the thing is if I was gonna stop, I would have stopped so long ago. Like clearly, it's not in me.
There is no
to
stopping.
stop. Yeah, there's no like.
Yo, it's crazy you say that because I was literally just talking to Alan about this before. You are your own savior.
Yeah.
No one's coming.
You have to be.
No one's coming.
You come alone, you
have
go
to.
You come
alone.
alone, you go alone, and that's important. So
You have to
kudos
be.
to you. You have to
Yeah.
give props
So,
to you because
Then you need to talk good to you.
yes.
Yeah, exactly. Because it doesn't matter. Like at the end of the day, I'm the one that has to execute everything. So
Yes.
it doesn't matter how much support you have. If you just have a negative mindset and you are incapable of pulling yourself up when
Yep.
you need to be pulled. And don't get me wrong, like I know what it's like to not be that person. That's the only reason I'm that person now. Like the contrast is real. So, it always has to be me at the end of the day that's gonna change my perspective
That's
because
correct.
everything is perspective.
Good for you,
everything
man.
is
Cheers,
perspective.
cheers
So-
on that, man. That was
Salud.
that was
That
good,
was
man.
sick, yeah.
That was
Thank
very
you.
good. So I got a question on the side, man. Can you talk to me about your snake, man? Because
My snake, Rum.
I'm a snake guy, man.
You
and,
guys
know,
are
too.
snake guys.
I'm
Hey,
Snake
talk to me about your
You're
pet,
scared of
man.
snakes?
in the morning. The
You-
snake
you
is
got
on
a
his
boa.
slack and he's walking with the snake. When I saw his story, I'm like, absolutely
You
not.
know what's funny?
He's like, come here, Freddy.
Yeah. So my snake, it's a boa constrictor. His name is Ram. And
Ram Ram.
Ram.
Why Ram Ram? Why?
That's a sexy name, man.
That's
What you mean,
amazing.
right?
It's really
Ram.
embarrassing
Come
for
here,
me to
baby.
tell
Why you
you
mean? Nah,
why.
it's free flow conversation. bro. Spit it out.
This was like years ago when I first got him, but I think I was like tripping on shrooms.
Oh shit,
And
that's not embarrassing.
yeah, we were like, it was me and some friends, and like we just named him like Ram. It just came.
While
just
you were
went-
tripping,
Yeah.
was he your guide?
I don't know. I don't remember
He's
much.
like,
of
hold on,
that.
bro.
I don't really live like that anymore, so I don't remember much of it. But yeah, so it just stuck, and his name is Ram.
That's
He's
what's up,
like
man.
really, really friendly.
How big is he?
He's like probably 6.5 feet.
6.5 feet?
Which he's fully grown, so they're supposed to be between like 8 and 10. So
And
he's kind of
how
a
old?
runt.
How old is he now?
He's like over a decade.
Oh, you had him for a
I've
minute,
had him
man.
for a
So you
very
love
long
him, you
time.
love him.
I love that snake.
How
yeah.
you take care of snake? Who do you live?
You don't have to do
You
anything.
just leave it at home
Yeah,
when you're not
I would
home?
say that, bro. Snakes, bro, are the
They're
easiest
so
animals to
easy.
take care of, man.
The
That's
worst thing
best
I
pet,
hate,
man.
the thing that I hate is like he loves to poop in his water dish.
Yo.
Like that's his like.
And that's
number
the
one
worst
spot.
because it's in the summer, bro. It stinks, man.
It will, yeah. So,
So
you have
you
to
gotta
get it
clean
out
that shit out.
ASAP. But yeah, that's the most annoying thing about it. But they eat like once every 2 weeks. They're cold-blooded, so
Correct.
they live
Man.
a long time, and they, it takes them a long time to.
Is he a
metabolize
male
the
or a
food.
female?
He's definitely a male.
He's a male.
Yeah.
You trying to breed it?
I mean, I never thought about it.
Yo, I got a snake, bro.
yeah. No,
That's what's up, man.
I never thought about breeding it, but he's dope.
That's what's up, man.
So I'm not
really
getting a
calm.
dog. I'm getting a snake.
Yeah. Hey, do you?
gonna
Phil,
walk
next
my
time you
pet
come, bro,
snake,
you
bro.
fucked out here on
Yeah.
the snake.
And I loved
Yo,
snakes ever since
Phil's
I
got
was
to
a
look like
kid.
Britney Spears, bro, with a fucking
Yeah.
11 foot.
Yeah.
Yo.
But I always wanted like a boa or a python when I was a little
That's
kid.
what's up,
and my
man.
parents would only let me have like a little garter snake or like ones I eat like earthworms and stuff.
And that's
like
the
that.
crazy
Like,
part because when you're young, man, like you want to have all these things. And if they let you have those when you're a kid, you get out of your system. But since you
Yeah.
didn't,
exactly.
now you're like, you know what, man? I'm going to get a 7-foot boa,
And
man,
she-
because
she-
I can.
My mom hates the snake. Like she's just so like she's like, when are you gonna get rid of that thing? It's like
You're like,
probably
never.
If
That's
anything,
my
I'm gonna
baby.
get more.
That's
I
my
know
son.
I know you have multiple.
I got a
so
few, man.
I might
I'm
have
gonna
to-
get
He's
more
like,
too, man.
Come see my pets, and I'm
Yeah.
going. It's probably a lot of dogs. So I
Yeah.
pass 2 dogs, then I go in the room. There
I was
is,
like, Alan, put
snakes
this
everywhere.
around your
Let me-
neck, bro.
How many
It's-
people know that was a carpet python? You peeped that I said
You know
that,
what?
Like,
No,
right
no,
away.
100%. I
was
will give you props because
Right?
you specifically said what it was.
Because I used to want
You wanted that snake?
Yeah, because I always knew I wanted a snake that wasn't gonna get too big. Like I didn't want like an anaconda
Right.
or a reticulated python.
And that hits the nail on the head 100%.
Yeah, carpets they don't
And
get
they're
they're beautiful
beautiful.
snakes
They're
and they
beautiful,
don't get
man.
that big. So like I always wanted one, but I ended up with a boa.
I always
If
think,
I-
what's in
if I,
the
you know, it's
brain?
crazy because I bred that snake
Mm-hmm.
and I actually gave the babies away. So if I breed it again, I'll give you a baby.
All right, let me
It's
know.
on camera.
Let me know.
Chris
You
Watts was getting a little
That's
bit,
it,
you
little
owe me a
baby carpet python.
All right, I'm definitely down for
Name
that.
Well-
him Eric.
Well, thank you for being our guest, brother.
Wait,
Hey,
wait,
my
I got a
pleasure.
question.
What's up?
Let's go.
Talk a little bit about your modeling career, man, and your voiceover.
Modeling.
Ooh, on the
your
commercials,
voiceover, the
yeah.
commercial, man.
Yeah. So,
Wait, can you hit a couple notes on that, man? Like, do a commercial, man. Like the one that you did before.
This summer,
you did the
oh my
pancake
God.
one, right?
Like-
The pancake one was
Do
crazy.
it for
bro.
BlackBull.
That was funny.
Can you do that one?
Do introduction to
I
the
don't
even
even
remember.
just a little bit.
Because I'm reading the script in the studio, but they wanted me to sound like a sportscaster. They said,
You did.
Stephen A. Smith.
You fuck. Yo, you
It doesn't even
you
sound
nailed-
like
No,
me.
you did good, man.
Yeah.
Can you
It
do
does
us a
not.
little intro for the podcast?
Yeah.
Today
That'd
on
be
BlackBull.
nice. Hell yeah.
I'm looking for like a logo or something. some
Black
kind of
BlackBull Entertainment. Cut
There
that
you
shit
go.
out.
sign. You are now listening to BlackBull Entertainment with Xhris Watson. I don't know.
Let's go. Hell yeah.
I don't know. Y'all put me on the spot for that shit. I can sing, but I can't come up with that shit on the spot. But no, like voiceovers. People always told me I had like a radio voice. So I am signed to a modeling
Good for
agency
you, man.
by Coastal Management in New York. And
Talk a little bit about that, like,
Yeah.
because you got the face, man. You definitely got
Thank
the
you.
face.
I appreciate
the
it.
physique. I've seen you at the gym because that's you know
That's-
that's how I talked to you that one time.
Exactly.
So good for you, man.
I'd be out there. But so I was just like posting some music stuff on Instagram, and Model Scout scouted me, and this was an agency in Chicago, and then I signed with them years ago, and then they passed me along to an agency in New York, and that's when things really picked up for me.
Good for you,
and
man.
it got me in touch with like the importance of image, and it got me confident in front of a camera.
Yep.
And then when everything shut down during the pandemic, they were still trying to make money off of me, so they said, "Yo, Chris has a good voice. Let's get him into voiceovers." So I, because I had the music set up at home, I was able to just start doing the auditions, and I booked my first job with Fitbit, and it was like a national commercial, and I've done like a couple of them since, Neutrogena, Denny's, and now
Ooh.
now I'm Union, so like I actually.
My boy's like, you got pimples, bro.
No,
I got you, bro.
Your voice is better
No,
than
it's
all of
deep,
these
man.
speakers that
Definitely
they hear
deep, man.
every
That's
day.
crazy.
Yeah,
man.
so it's cool, and it's a blessing, and I feel like it's right in line with what I do already. So
Good for you,
yeah,
man.
it's fun stuff.
So any shout outs you want to give out? Anybody that you that supported you that you want to say, you know, what's up to? On this, you know, on the side.
Yo, shout out to like my manager's actually over there. Shout out
Shout
to
out
Big
to
Dave.
Dave.
Big Dave in the
Big
building,
Dave in the
making
building.
big
Dave
things
behind the
happen. Huge motivator over there, and always pushing me out of my comfort zone.
You need people like
yeah,
that around you
yeah.
all
So
the
yeah,
time.
the big shout out.
Perfect. Well, thank you
Got
for
it.
being our
And,
guest.
yo,
brother.
thank y'all
Appreciate
for
you, man.
thank
Yo.
you for letting me be a part of your platform.
course,
I
bro.
appreciate it
And we're waiting for new projects and new songs.
for sure. For
Till
sure.
there, stay tuned. Make sure you guys
Down
follow him. We have the
below.
Instagram here for the new
Like,
single.
follow, and subscribe, baby.
Peace.
Till next time.
Deuces.